Imagine being rejected 217 times when all you wanted was a chance. Most people would have quit, but Howard Schultz did it. And that's how a poor kid from Brooklyn turned Starbucks into a global empire. This is Taboo Talks episode number 4, and here we don't just throw theories, we break down real stories, real lessons, real experiences from the people who turned struggles into success. And this video, not just the story of Howard Schultz, not just the story of Starbucks, no. This video is going to be the breakdowns of key points which I learned from the Howard Schultz story. I mean, the key decisions, key actions which he took, which we can take as inspiration when it comes to money. So, do not forget that this is Taboo Talks Money. Okay, before we get into this video, let me tell you a Kutty story. You already know this story is going to be about Howard Schultz. Okay, as you all know, Howard Schultz is a poor kid from actually a poor family. His father was a truck driver, and this simple story, a crazy story which he shares at like the most of the interviews and the press releases, he always talks about this incident. This is about when his father was a truck driver. Okay, when he was in Brooklyn, the father was a truck driver, and they had no health insurance, no savings, nothing. But one day at work, his father got injured, and on the same day, Howard watched his father lose his dignity right in front of him. And that's the moment changed his whole perspective about life and the importance of security, respect towards the people who work in the working environment, company, or anything. You know why I share this story here? Because this is a great lesson for us to learn about the health insurance and savings, the importance of health insurance and savings. You know, people say that I'm from poor family, middle class family, bro, so I can't focus on these things until I get settled. Just forget about it. Just keep these two as your priority, because in terms of money, as I believe, we should focus and learn about these things in our early stage. Of course, we are youngsters. We don't know the depth of money and stuff. But in the early stage itself, it's really good to learn about these small things like health insurance, savings, and these kind of practices. If you are a first time entrepreneur, in your generation, in your family, then it's good if you teach these kind of things to your parents and letting them know, okay, health insurance, the importance of insurance, importance of savings, and how to keep a savings, things like that. I mean, you don't need to be a very big financial expert or anyone. You can be a beginner and still teach your parents and change something a little, some little like things. If you can change and make a big difference, then that's really great. Now let's see the key turning points of his career. Number 1, Italy trip. In 1983, he traveled to Italy and he saw this espresso culture and the cafe culture. I mean, people just don't go to cafes just to drink and come back to home. No, they love the experience and connection, networking, and things like that. So he just noticed it when he traveled to Italy on 1983. Okay, in 1985, what they did is they went to Starbucks owners and they just pitched them, let's stop just selling beans, the coffee beans, and let's just focus on selling experiences. For example, let's build a cafe chain and let's sell it with an experience, with some extra experiences in terms of food and connections and stuff. People love to have it. He was pitching this, but he got rejected by the founder. So at that moment, what he decided was, okay, to open a new cafe under his brand. And I think he has tried in different names, but he wanted to start it with an experience providing cafe. But again, here another problem, he don't have that much of money to build a cafe and start off these things. So he was trying to pitch investors, and almost like 217 times he was pitching people and he couldn't find a person. Finally, he found the investor and he started his own cafe. In this time, there's a crazy thing happened in his life. That is, in 1987, the big move which he did is Starbucks founders decided to sell the company. And this man, the Howard, he took a great risk of raising funds from investors and buying the company. And he bought Starbucks, and after that, he just changed over everything. So just see here, from these incidents, what I learned is, even I do these kind of mistakes. Okay, when we don't have money, what we think is, okay, that's the end, we can't do anything. I would say this is a very very bad mindset which we bringing from our old generation or our societies or anything. You may not a person like that, but I was a person like that. Okay, when money was a barrier, I thought that, okay, from, I mean, apart from there I can't do anything. But that's not the truth. See, a man, he wanted to start a cafe. He didn't have money. He failed 217 times, and finally he found a investment, and then he started his cafe. Okay, and after that he bought Starbucks, and then from there he started his journey. So this is like a crazy story. When you wanted to do something, money is definitely not a barrier. Don't think that money is a barrier, because you can raise investments at any time. And if you have the right idea, and if you can say the right ROI to the investors, which means return of investments, and if you have a clear plan, if you have a like a crazy idea which can make the investors, okay, make the investors to decide, okay, this is a great business for us to invest, then people will invest, because end of the day, for them it's a benefit, for you also it's a benefit. So I mean, okay, why I'm sharing this here, because these kind of things I also started to learn after trying so many things. Okay, because in the early stage I don't know about this investment and raising and stuff like this. What I thought was, if we have money we can start a business, if we don't have money we can't start a business. This was, I mean, this is what I learned from the education system. Maybe I'm not under a right teacher, or maybe I didn't study well, but this was my very bad mindset. Okay, then I fixed it by looking at others and learning from the people. Okay, and also this story also a crazy example for us to learn again. Now let's see what made him actually different. Okay, number one, his vision. You know, in America back then, people were staying in home, school, and in other gathering places, events. Yeah, people were going there, but he started to bring a concept called this cafe culture. People can go and grab a coffee and meet somebody there and have a chat, and maybe can be a business talk or a casual gathering, can be a dating, anything. So he made, I mean, these cafes into an experience center. I think this was his vision. Then persistence. He got rejected 217 times, but still he didn't give up. And the next thing is values. The values he given to the employees. You know, as I told before, as I shared the Kutty story, okay, just because of the incident which he had with his father, he started to give a lot of employee benefits for the first time in this culture, in this cafe culture. And also he was bringing a lot of loyalty programs and stuff like that. That made employees feels like the employees started to own the business, and they started to promote it by themselves. So of course it's a benefit, and again that's a good decision which he took to make the employee culture different in this cafe culture. Okay, cafe environment. And finally, innovation. He always started to focus on innovations, and he didn't limited himself with this cappuccino, espresso and stuff like this. He started to introduce new drinks like frappuccino and different concepts. And you know, he started to introduce drinks according to the generations, I would say, because for the 80s 90s, according to their preferences and the movie characters, and whatever the trend is going on, he started to match up that. And that's also really good thing, because in terms of business you should always follow the trend, and you don't have to always do the trend, but you can still keep an eye on the trend and do whatever it's possible for your business. So finally, let's see what are the lessons for us, for you and also for me. Okay, number one, hardships builds vision. Yes, so if you're getting something very easily, you never know the value of it. So you should struggle a bit to know the value of anything, can be anything in the life and business or career. You should put some hard work, then only you know the value of that thing, and you will get a vision towards something you want to achieve. Number two is rejection is normal. It is very, very normal. We should accept that it's normal. It's something, a part of process. Okay, you don't have to worry much about it. Okay, you have to worry a little, but no need to worry much and stop anything. We should keep going with our things. Number three is ideas need persistence. Yes, because ideas are everywhere. People have a lot of ideas, but in the end, people says, okay, I have a lot of ideas, but I don't have time to implement. Yeah, that's what it takes. So if you want to turn your idea into reality, then you need to put a lot of hard work, time and effort. So you need a persistence towards your idea, then only you can bring it to the reality. Otherwise it will be just an idea in your mind or in your notes or in your whiteboard. That's it. Number four is business can balance profit plus people. Yes, every business can balance the profit and people. You should balance the profit and your people. You should create a good environment and the loyalty programs, and you should let your employees know what is the future they are heading to and why are they putting this much of efforts and what kind of a vision we do have in this company, things like that. So if you let your employees know these kind of things, they will own the business and they will also feel like they are the owners of this business. They are a part of this experience, things like that. So that's what Starbucks is doing, because more than the people who work in a general cafe or a hotel or restaurant, people who work in Starbucks, they don't say as they're an employee. They represent themselves as a representation of that brand. Okay, they feel like we are a part of the brand, we are the face of the brand, things like that, because all the merchandises and also the things, the benefits they get and everything is very, very good in the Starbucks. Okay, that's it. I think we have talked a lot of business, money, emotions, struggles and things like this in this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I would like to do more videos like this. I'm so grateful when I do a video like that. Okay, so that's it. This video, and I'm so glad to make a video like this, and also I would love to bring more videos like this. So I need your support, and let me know who are the people who want me to talk in this series. I'll be happy to talk about them also. And also I would like to bring more people who are not much highlighted in the internet. So I want to bring them also, the current, not just people who succeeded, the people who are putting a lot of effort right now into some crazy ideas and the businesses. So I would like to bring them also. And also there are great startups good with money management. I've seen a lot of small startups. They are really, really good with money management. They are raising investments, and this is what the actual money talks. This is how actual money talk has to be, because it's not just always managing spending expenses. Should talk a lot about investment, raising, things like this. And I'm not the perfect person to talk, so I would love to bring a lot of people into this video. So just wait and watch. There are more things, crazy things I'm bringing. The only thing is time, and I need all of your support also. Okay, that's it. So thank you so much. See you on next Monday. Until then, yours Dashantan. Goodbye.